It was raining again. Not too strong, not too soft, just that kind of rain that stays all day. Hanna opened her umbrella and smiled a little. She liked the sound of rain on the streets. It made the city slower, softer, almost kind. She was on her way to meet a friend for lunch. She looked at her phone. The message said, "Sorry, I can't come today. Something came up." For a moment, she felt a little sad. Her plan was gone. She looked around. People were rushing, cars were honking, umbrellas touched each other in the crowd. "Okay," she whispered. "Let's see what happens instead." Hanna walked with no destination. Her boots made soft sounds on the wet ground. Every shop window was foggy, and lights danced on the reflections of the water. She stopped at a small bakery. The smell of coffee and warm bread filled the air. Inside, a boy was helping his grandmother serve customers. They smiled at everyone, tired but happy. Hanna ordered tea and sat near the window. She watched people passing by, a woman trying to hold her umbrella, a man running with a newspaper over his head, a little girl laughing and jumping in puddles. Maybe today doesn't need a plan, Hanna thought. Maybe it's enough to just be here. She opened her notebook. On the first page, she had written her goals for the year. Some were crossed out, some were forgotten, some were still waiting. It made her think about all the times things didn't go as planned. A trip canceled, a job that didn't work out, a friend who moved away. At first, she always felt disappointed, but later, she always found something new, a lesson, a person, a story. Maybe that's life, she thought. Not a straight line, but small turns that lead us somewhere good. When the rain stopped, Hanna walked outside again. The air smelled clean. Drops of water fell from trees and roofs. She passed by a man playing guitar near the station. His song was soft and hopeful. People were walking, but some stopped to listen. Hanna smiled and gave him a coin. He looked at her and said, "Thank you. Have a nice day." "You too," she said. And she meant it. At the metro station, Hanna stood near the window. The glass was foggy, and she drew a small heart with her finger. She looked at her reflection and smiled. She wasn't where she thought she'd be today, but maybe that was exactly where she needed to be. Plans change, she thought, but maybe that's how life teaches us to adapt. Outside, the sky was lighter, the clouds were moving away, and in the wet streets, lights and reflections looked like tiny stars. When she arrived home, she made a cup of tea and sat near the window. The sound of rain had stopped, but her mind felt calm, like after a long talk with a friend. She opened her notebook again and wrote, "Today didn't go as planned, but it still became a beautiful day." She smiled, because sometimes peace isn't in perfect plans, it's in quiet acceptance. Everyday English with Hanna Cole.